without further ado, I'm going to call him up, and it's time for William Bill Considine! Come on!
I will start with a poem that relates to my father, Unseen. Today I walked to the ironmaster's shop, mender of beds broken. A deep garage, the sharp dust of cuttings, the metal tang of copper and iron, and that old smell, the odor of Gojo solvent and oil gel, a salve to wash hands and forearms of pipe and grime. Benzene, my Madeleine, a roughed indoor frame. My father's hands glistening in Gojo scooped from a canister, clasped in cleaning, the dirt sliding away, and now my hands too, turning in the basement. The furnace and hot water heater enclose us, the floor beams cover us. The pilot light is steady as the threat of hell. Footfalls overhead, Mom in the kitchen. What next? Did we talk quietly and laugh around the table at dinner in that one night returned from 50 years? Or did all go wrong again? Dad drive off. Continent of Fire. Oh, this is all from my book, Continent of Fire, my new book. Forgot about that. Had it for several days. And glad to have it from Kelsey Press. Continent of Fire. At plains and prairies' end, sharp mountains loom, obscured by residue of fire. Many dim gray columns of smoke rise, slanted like sunbeams, reversing, it seems, the old image of radiant grace, a sign to score the acrid skies. In highland plateaus, in desert depths, brush fire haze buries the mine works that lord over days of dry and closed cities. Over many more mountains, down the last rounded hills to the shore, high chaparrals left seared beige and brown. Evening smolders away our power overnight. Outside our home, scorched, we wait while losing light. One river. One river's a fjord. One river's an estuary. Both swell with the ocean and flow upstream. The sea reaches to embrace an island within them. Waters caress, waters pass by in return. Sway, stay, sway, stay. Thank you. We just moved to Hoboken, and we have a spectacular view of Manhattan. Our song. Memories of the day's outrages cut sharply as we fade into sleep. What we leave behind still matters. We can't escape a world so strange. We sing like a rebel army marching through a village to sirens and applause. I grind my teeth. You stir and toss. We murder our fathers with loud guitars. We awaken again to what's been lost and clamor in darkness for a past before the fascists came, reclaimed. Please strum your banjo, I'll string a fiddle. The tune evolves, a tender call together to start a day again in the right key. Gowanus. These blocks to the west, Gowanus, feel all at once familiar. Brick and cement sheds for industry and warehousing, 1 to 3 stories high. The grid of streets looks largely abandoned. From shoulder to shoulder, all is sky. I could muse in solitude here, as I lived for years a few miles north, just north of the mouth of Newtown Creek, another waterway dredged from a stream. Years of bounty surround me again, pacing through mills by rivers to find work. Here, the canal is narrow and brackish, smelling of long, stagnant water over murk. We once rowed a canoe around a bend into the main channel, wide and high-walled by vast machines, a crushing scale upon us. Suddenly too close to home, Gowanus. Painted yellow, a taxi fleet garage bustles by yellow cabs through two doors, the curb-lined interior deep with cabs. Nearby, the News Brooklyn garage is a faded expanse. 80,000 square feet will divide. Around the corner is an open door. Inside, people, active, artists. A big bright project consumes them. It's another fun house, a rock climbing place with colorful cliffs. Dozens of fit young people scale the walls or cluster merrily below. More and more arrive behind me, flowing in as I recede. These streets are more than a ghosted work zone, a sight to mourn the truckers of yore and the nightly dispatch of dirty newsprint. The city awakes, still young, and moving in. Up the block, people throng a new bar, where the back room has a stage, shows films of climbing mountains and enthusiasm. A stage, poets and dreamers alert. This close to home, fresh life is a flirt. Thank you. 1 + 1. Tango passion, hambone hip, I vote for you. You peel me open to air out fresh nutrients and sear them in a large oven-proof pan. You pour me into your pie of the day. Enjoy whatever you might find to like in me. Others have and have moved on. Their hunger lingers and burns through nights as I sweat. How pale I was as one of two, and then two others. Now I come up with the sun in sober arrogance, all shining and smiling like a just world, with jokes and joys to share over time. Now we are one, and can see through our clothes. Comic book ads for X-ray glasses have nothing on us, as solid in our solitude as sated panthers. Just a couple more. This is a pandemic poem, I guess. Together daily. Together daily, we've supped, then drunk, love's refreshing ecstasies like caffeinated green tea. We nestle, paired ceramic doves, once all aflutter till storms abated. Wrapped in comforts, how big we become. Cool time, while leaving, still holds us here, embracing our time together. We're from the future, savoring now what stays dear. Under Venus, surer than night's brightest star, we each take our turn at the wheel on the highway in a fast-moving car, floor the gas, and speed with spirit and zeal. Our high beams pierce the darkening road. We're headed where even mountains erode. And I'll finish with this one. It's about the sun, or rather it's about a sun god. what a sun god sees. The sun sees more than light, sees all it feels and frees, constantly becoming primal turmoil in mass ejections of ion waves on outreach vectors far into nothing. Within its plasma's twisting grasp, metal and gas globes always shine exposed. Planets flit like gravity-trapped gnats, adrift in solar wind. A few wear glitter. The sun's charged dust streams past them like comet tails and dances in aurora crowns. Milky skim half covers a deep blue stone, a swirly with green and brown trace elements. It rotates under vapors that veil lands and seas. When clouds wide as continents pass on, dry lands lay bare and beige, a scorched mirror reflecting solar turbulence, flares, and storms as an inner wash of one warm color. Under crumpled mountains, in parallel ranks, deserts cook a cream soup with spillage unstirred, soured curds and whey, baked scum as overdone sun, an old offering. But the sun god sees no night, not one glimpse of cities lit in darkness, in cellular patterns of nodes and neuron pathways. Never when we settle and shine with our backs turned, spinning our own ways beyond him. Yet ultimate electromagnetic power is his. From every neon and fluorescent night, we soon return, impelled to face him where he writhes and pulses, unrelenting. Thank you.